Welcome to the JUKI booth. I'm delighted to be joined by Bob Black, who's current CEO, I believe, of the company.
As of this morning, yes.
As of this morning,
yeah.
there we go. And of course the other management change is Bill Astle, who was previously general manager, who's now president.
Yes, I became president this morning, and I'm honored to be the president.
Well, congratulations, gentlemen. So let's start with you, Bob. I mean, obviously you've been in this industry a long time. What's behind this move? Why the changes?
Well, I'm turning 65 in 2 weeks, and it's about time we started to move towards a new management that will have to take the company into the next 15 or 20 years. So, you know, known Bill a long time. Did a good job with Co-Young, as you know. So he's the guy we picked to take up the task.
But you're not going to fade away completely from it, are you? You're going to...
No, I'm going to be around to annoy Bill for at least another year or so. No, you know, I don't intend. I mean, Japanese companies' retirement's a little bit different. You kind of slowly fade into the sunset. You don't abruptly do anything. So I'll be around for a while.
He's just going to have to do these long trips back and forward to Japan.
Well, actually, both of us will have to do that for a while, but because I'm still an officer of JUKI Corporation in Japan, and I still have some duties to do for them. But no, he's going to take the day-to-day responsibilities of running this business and making most of the decisions. And when he needs my advice, of course, I'm happy to give it.
Okay. So, Bill, I mean, congratulations on the new position. But I mean, this is a very exciting time in the industry, both in the pick and place business, but also in the line integration. What are your plans strategically for the future with JUKI?
Yeah, sure. So as we move forward, we're going to continue to innovate and bring new products for full line solutions and also material handling. We're moving into the intelligent storage that you know we've been into, and also adding autonomous robots to move materials throughout the factory, to and from the X-ray counter that we've just introduced, to and from the storage, and also to and from the mounters on the floor. We'll continue to grow the organization as we bring on new products and structure product managers and project managers to make sure that we have a holistic approach, especially to the large CMs, which we're breaking in with the JMs and the ISM.
Right, okay. Yeah, I've been hearing that you've been starting to be quite successful with some of the larger contract manufacturers. What is driving that?
Well, I think it's the innovation of our multitask platform. The JM20 has really opened a lot of doors for JUKI in that most multitask platforms are very expensive, very customized. With the JM20 and the JM10, we've been able to leverage our current SMT machines, about 90% is common, and we'll do custom feeders and grippers. That's opened the door for JUKI and the laser centering technology. And with the new launch of the RS1 that we have at the show with this adaptive head technology, we now have a really strong mounter that the CMs are looking at. That combined with the holistic approach of the intelligent storage really makes the process come together from the mounting process, the material handling, and the storage.
Okay. Now, you work a lot with partners. I mean, Bob, you set up a lot of these partnerships originally. How successfully does that work? I mean, when it comes to the development side, are there meetings back and forward constantly with JUKI, or do you do everything through remotely?
Well, you know, at the time, JUKI was not so much in favor of the concept, so I went ahead and did it on this side of the ocean, and they soon saw the wisdom of the approach and went along. And yes, we do have a lot of partner companies, but we select the partners carefully. We have a very honest and straightforward basis of doing business. We don't hide things from our partners. We expect them not to hide things from us. We share information to help their technology improve, and we always give the partner full name credit for the machines or the technologies they've provided. So that has enabled us to get good partners and to maintain the partnerships over a long period of time. And I think that in future, if we continue the same approach, we'll continue to be successful. You know, just say one more thing, and that is, if you think about it, a company may make the best machine in a particular category. It may even be fantastically lucky and can make two good machines in two different categories. But no company has ever made the best machine in every category in a production line. And so the arrogance to think you could do that will defeat you from the beginning. If you find strong partners who are equally as expert in the machine they're making as you are in your own, you can put together a really strong line, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've been successful.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that. I mean, have you learned much from your partners? I mean, has it been a two-way street?
We learn every day, and sometimes, to be frank, we get a little bit humbled. You know, we are not perfect, and we've made mistakes. But, you know, we tried to select strong companies in each deal. GKG has now, since we joined them, grown to be the largest manufacturer of screen printers in the world. They're fantastically successful in China. They've replaced the competitors at the big Foxconn facilities doing the Apple 6 and Apple 7 products. And that's benefited us as well. Asigi is really a groundbreaker in the intelligent storage system, and now with JUKI manufacturing under license the product in Japan, they can benefit from our manufacturing expertise and capacity to further move forward their market share without having to continuously grow their own facilities. So yes, it can work very well.
Okay, good. So I mean, I guess one of the benefits of having the partnership program as well is that when you go into a customer who's already invested money in say an MPM printer or some other product, it'll be easier for you to integrate with them with the experience you've had using other partners.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've gained experience in the screen printing, in the reflow oven, selective soldering, and now we're bringing the automated X-ray to the market. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is we've gained great knowledge in those process steps by partnering with the best in class.
Right. So the automated X-ray, you mentioned that earlier. That's a new machine that you've launched here this week?
That's correct. We're launching at the show. We're going to be the first in the world to have a pass-through automated stack-to-stack X-ray counter. That will also communicate automatically and update the quantities to our storage towers or to any company's ERP with additional software.
All right, okay. This is a component counter, basically.
X-ray component counter.
X-ray component. Okay, this was developed with ScienceScope, was it?
That's correct, and you know, the ScienceScope sales manager, John O'Neill, worked for us for quite a few years. He was our selective solder manager. So when he came to us with this idea, it fit very well with our needs for the storage. And, you know, we were happy to work with them, partner with them, and we're very pleased with the development.
Okay. Now, is there also a new mounter this week? I believe that it was going to be launched at the show, is that correct?
Yes, we've launched our new RS1, which is a modular mounter, but it's very flexible. It can handle the complete range of components without changing heads. So we can go from a 03015 very small chip up to a 74 millimeter square component, or a connector 50 by 150 millimeters long with the same head setup we have in the machine, just by changing nozzles. And that makes the machine extremely flexible for the customer. It can be a chip shooter in the morning, it can be a flex placer in the afternoon. So we think more and more contractors need flexibility on the line, and this will provide it.
Excellent. I also noticed when I was passing that your selective soldering system has been modified. It's been upgraded a bit. What happened with that?
Yeah, that's correct. So to increase the throughput on the selective soldering, we've added a second module. So in parallel, you'll have two soldering stations. Each will do one half of the board. So essentially, we're doubling the throughput on the selective soldering at an incremental price, which is very attractive.
So it could do the boards twice as fast, or it could you could also change the nozzles on one end. You know, have different nozzles on one side and different nozzles in the second pot.
That's correct. Right. We have dual nozzle pumps, and when you split the soldering up between the two, you can have different nozzles to do mass soldering on one of the modules, or maybe pinpoint soldering on this first module.
Yeah. Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you for giving us an update on all the new things here at JUKI, and in particular the new management changes. Congratulations. I'm supposing that in a year's time we're going to be having a large celebration here.
Well, I'm not arranging it, but if you'd like to, you have my permission.
Well, there we go. We'll start selling tickets this week, okay? Bob, Bill, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Trev.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.